Sprt By by David McFadden. Solitude sublime, watching the sun sinking into the sea and the green waves queuing up for their tickets to come crashing and rolling up the sandy beach at the northern tip of the North Island. Immense bay surrounded by solidified asteroids of lava with trees growing on top. I dreamt of this bay 3 years before, the volcanic islets breathing like lungs, and I'm thinking of how we used to be such friends and how I don't give a damn anymore. I've been chasing sandpipers along the beach, but now I need courage. I'm alone and afraid of night and the sound of the crashing waves, amplified crazily in this nuclear coliseum. Sprt Bay, where the souls of the dead say adieu and plunge into the radiant void of sea and sky. Membranes separate thin cosmologies, each moment underlaid with a billion others. Unimaginable ceremonies can be sensed on such nights, with warm moons rising. A bomb lying on the beach for decades is about to explode under my feet. A newborn volcano is about to erupt, just big enough to swallow a church and a graveyard. It seems that I'm the last person on Earth, so naturally I want to go back in time and join in whatever absurdities prevailed. I open a discarded plastic bag, and a severed human head stares out, and it has my face. Even the birds are filled with ecstatic superstition. The face of the moon is serene and clear down here in the southern hemisphere. Moonlit families of sandpipers skitter away at my approach. The moonlit lake behind the beach, the moonlit island in the lake, the moonlit globs of volcanic rock awash in the thunderous moonlit waves. Moonlight doesn't give a damn, and yet it somehow gives a hoot. Things photographers never photograph. Everywhere I look. An invisible lighthouse 25 miles out at sea blinks through a small opening in the storm clouds, and a thin layer of pressed gold hovers above the horizon and swallows the golden sword blades slicing obliquely down through the golden chink in the cloud. Finally I realize what a coward I am, afraid of the explosive crashing of the waves, and I look at the sky for courage and pray. 2. Inanimate objects full of life. Pause for one more second. 2. Inanimate objects full of life. An ancient Maori chieftain is floating high above the waves, his eyes twin openings in the thunderclouds, openings through which the blue of the sky glows with the green of the setting sun. He is a puddle of light in the Otorian sky, reflecting the earth to which he's saying goodbye. As he sails out over the southern seas, his eyes are rimmed with golden light. He allows me a glimpse of the flames of his heart as he slowly dissolves into paradise. The fierceness of his heart and his exemplary solemnity subdue the powers of this bay. As the strand of sunlight pour into the sea, his strength begins to pour into me. From now on, whenever I need courage, I'll have to remember this moment and the seahawks flying out of the dying warrior's eyes. The more courage you have, the more you need, like everything else. The gods have a hold on the freedom that comes to all in time. If I came here looking for courage, I'll leave wondering what to do with the courage I've found. This chief in his agony must appear to those who come here looking for him, and tonight I'm the only human on this stretch of the coast. There's no end to how much courage and sanity you need before you can afford to surrender. The old warrior dissolving with the obligation of facing death after a long life, of facing the morning after a long night. That is Sprt By David McFadden.